Welcome to Memorial Field and K-May Courthouse, where you have the Middle Township Panthers versus Salem Rams. I'm host Nathan McMaster. Beside me, Ethan Lees. Ethan Lees, get us started.
Middle Township 0-5 on the season. Salem 2-3. Middle Township quarterback Joe Bacchius. Current passing stats on the season: 261 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Hunter White, leading rusher, 39 attempts, 211 rushing yards. Chase Moore, leading receiver, 14 receptions, 143 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. Colin Proxon, 3 sacks for the team. Noah Nagel, 3 sacks as well. Hunter White, 2 interceptions. Chase Moore, 2 interceptions. Last time Middle Township played Salem was last season, where they won 13-7.
Yeah, obviously a very different team now, a lot younger team. Middle Township won the coin flip, so they'll be receiving.
Salem with first-year coach Kemp Carr. Last season lost all of their games, just snapped their 13-game losing streak against Woodbury 2 weeks ago. And we'll see what they can do against this middle team.
Please rise if you are able for the presentation.
All right, we're going to pause for a second for the national anthem.
For the national anthem, guests should please remove their hats and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans of the armed forces may render a hand salute. Today's anthem will be performed by the Middle Township High School Panther Marching Band.
All right, we are here. So Middle Township has a record of 0-5. Some key players to look out for Middle Township: Chase Moore, wide receiver; Joe Buck is the quarterback; Braden Samara, also wide receiver; and Davon Anderson playing the running back.
Middle Township has struggled these first 5 games in Gavin Leapy's second year coaching as the head coach for him. He was the defensive coordinator a few years before that, before Coach Riggs, their former head coach, retired. He stepped up last season. They made the playoffs, lost to Camden in the playoffs this season. 0-5. A lot of key seniors last year left, and now a lot of young guys able to step in for this Middle Township football team.
Yeah, we'll see if these young guys can take on that role. Just about to get started. Middle Township moving left to right on your screen. Salem moving right to left. See what they can do. Some key players to look out for the Rams is Desmond Thomas. He's the starting quarterback. We got Caden Robinson playing running back. We got Kashmir Parsley. And then Antoine Rogers. He's committed to Temple. 8 sacks on the season, 1.6 average per game.
Last week in Salem's win against Shalleck, Thompson was 11 for 17, 171 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, as well as 11 attempts, 101 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Wide receiver Caden Robinson had 5 receptions, 112 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns that game as well.
Yeah, to kick off for the Salem Rams is going to be Desmond Thomas. In the backfield for Middle Township, we got Braden Tamara, Chase Moore, and Greg Lazicki. It's up, going to be fielded by Chase Moore. He's going to take it. He's around the 25 right now. He gets down.
Overturned by Chase Moore. Middle Township
Solid
will
kick
begin
by
the drive
Thomas. Looked like a
from the
squib kick
25
there. Not
yard
really a
line.
high ball, not really a high arc, but able to get the job done as Middle Township gets to about the 24-yard line. Moore recently just started stepping into a returner role for Middle Township and has been doing quite well, as you saw in that one, not able to get any space.
Yeah, I mean, after losing, Middle Township lost all their returners last year, having Remy Rodriguez and Aiden Howe in the backfield. It's kind of some new steps up for these guys. So we'll see what Joe Buckus can do on the 25-yard line. Buckus fakes off to Anderson. That's going to be caught by Aiden Edwards, and he's going to get that.
Edwards hasn't made a lot of receptions this season, but a great play there by Middle Township. No gain.
Yeah, good fake out by Buckus there, trying to do a little more. They've been heavy on the running game these last 5 games, and looks like they're trying to switch it up, go a little more passing route.
Yeah, and that was a tough play there. You know, you saw the edge come right off the end of the offensive line and get straight to Bacchius almost immediately. He was lucky he got that ball out before getting sacked.
Yeah, we'll see what happens now. We got more on the right side. Keem Atkinson on the left. Buckus, quick bullet to Moore. He's going to get it. Gain of about 5 yards. There, it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, like you said last play, Middle Township has ran the ball quite a bit this season, but they're leading into this more passing role right now after that pass to Aiden Edwards and that catch by Chase Moore right there to get to about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Middle Township's on its own 30. I'm going to say they're going for another pass again, trying to get that first down and more.
It's more than likely.
Yeah.
You know, most of the time when you see a 3rd down like this, it is a passing down, especially this far back.
Mm-hmm. It's a handoff to Davon Anderson. They're going to get him down.
Anderson on the carry for the Panthers.
And, yeah, he got stuffed there. As you saw, Bacchius there had a double count. Try catching him off sides, get that 5 yards on the penalty. Did not work, as Middle Township is going to be left to 4th and 4, and they'll have to punt the ball.
Yeah, they're going to send out the kicking team. They're going to have Anderson back there kicking it. Caden Robinson back, returning it. It's a kick from Anderson. Gets to around the 50-yard line, picked up by Moore.
Anderson's punt almost blocked, but he gets it to about the 48-yard line for Salem, and Chase Moore downs it. Salem getting their first look on offense this game. Desmond Thomas out there. As I said earlier, last game, 4 total touchdowns for him, 272 all-purpose yards, and a great game from him. Let's see what he can do against this Middle Township defense.
Yeah.
Looks like they already have a play prepared, not even going into the huddle.
Here's Thomas now. He's going to hand it off. Davon Anderson immediately catches him on that one.
Anderson right there does a great job getting into the hole, seeing that run and getting to the stop.
Yeah, Jamal Shockley, the junior, tried to carry that one out, wasn't able to, as Anderson just pounced on him.
That was a great play by this Middle Township defense. They're going to need to do some more stuff like that to be able to stop this Salem offense. This run game for him has been a big reason for their successes this season. 2 and 3 on the year.
Yeah, again, no huddle again. See what they can do. It's going to be a quick pass. It's going to be completed. Anderson again with the tackle. That one's on Isaiah Santiago.
You know, Santiago there runs sort of a seam route. You think the defense, you know, the zone linebackers are able to get to him, but they're just in front. He gets right behind the defense and is able to make the great play there. I thought for a moment there, number 11, Kyvian Parsons, might have been might have false started there. He looked the run a little bit early, but they didn't call it, and that's going to be a big play for Salem.
Hey, good pass, too, by Thomas. I mean, able to get that out fast.
Got him
Find
about
his
25
man.
yards, and they're not even going to the huddle again.
See if that keeps up the entire game. That's Shockley again. He's going to fall around the 20-yard line.
The run defense has been quite solid. Parsons there with the run.
Gain of 5, it brings up
Yeah, we'll see
second
how
down
long
and
they
5.
go without actually, like, huddling.
Yeah, it looks like they're sort of just getting plays from their coach. This is more of a coach communicating with the whole team instead of just giving the play to the quarterback and giving it to the rest of them.
Here's Thomas now. He's going to hand it off. It's going to be pounced.
Torin Ransom on the carry.
That was
For the
Ransom.
Rams, he has enough for a first down, Salem.
That was Ransom right there. Enough for the first down. Middle Township. We have 7:35 left in the first.
As you can see out there, number 44, Antoine Rogers, playing sort of a wing, like a tight end position for him. He's a big blocker.
Yeah, that was Ransom again. He's going to get
Another carry
a good amount of
for
distance right
Ransom.
there.
Salem
Gain
now
of 8
within
on the play.
the Middle Township
Second
5-yard
down
line.
And 2.
And still no huddle for Salem.
Yeah, it's going to be second and goal here. We'll see what they can do. All right, as Thomas lines up, we'll see what head coach Kemkar can do. Thomas is going to hand it off to Ransom again. Trying to squeeze him in there, pushing him. He doesn't get it. He's going to be knocked around the 3-yard line.
That was a great effort by the
Ransom
Rams
on the
offensive
carry.
line.
Rams, short gain on
All
the
getting
play.
around the running back, trying to push him in, but middle stops him. Down to about the 3-yard line, second down. Looking to punch this one in.
It is enough for a
to
first
score
down.
for the
First
first
and
time.
goal, Salem.
And that's going to be first and goal, actually. The Rams looking to put points on the board at first.
All right, we'll see what Thomas wants to do here. We got Ransom again. I wouldn't be surprised if they go with him again. He's got solid yards, and they do go with him again. He's trying to squeeze in, and he squeezes in
Ransom
for a
in the
Salem
end zone for a
touchdown.
Salem touchdown.
And that's just a great run there. You know, running the halfback dive, straight up the middle, he finds the seam, and he's able to get in. Overall, a great drive from Salem, 52-yard drive. You saw one pass there, that 25-yard completion. And then after that, it was just runs up the middle. And it worked for him. 6-0 Salem, pending the extra point.
A good run by Ransom. Kicking this is going to be Jonathan Bauer. That's going to be good.
Jonathan Bauer's extra point is good.
And Bauer
Salem leads
drains
7-0
the extra
with
point.
6:04
Salem sideline
remaining in the first.
getting hype for their team. You see a lot of energy radiating from them.
You can find Middletown
And this is a big
Athletics on
reason they have this much
Facebook and
momentum.
follow us on
Their
Twitter
sideline
at
getting really hyped for the team,
One.
cheering them
Also,
on,
be sure to visit our website,
really putting their heart into this,
middletownpublicschools.org.
you know,
On there you'll
love
find
for
a
their
link
team,
to
love
our
their
PSS
teammates.
school
Yeah.
store
We got a
featuring
good crowd here
North
for
Face,
a 12 p.m.
Under
game on a
Armour,
Saturday.
Oh, most
Lululemon,
definitely.
and
Got a bunch of youth football players here
Today's game
looking
is
at
available live
what it's going to be like
and
playing
will
at the
be
next
archived on
level.
the MTHS Athletic
Yeah, and I
YouTube
mean,
channel. You can
most of
visit
the time, you know, you have these
youtube.com
games
and
6
search
p.m. on a
Middletown
Friday, but
High School
noon on a
Athletics.
Saturday is a lot harder to get to these games.
Still available. Call 609-465-8252
It was tough for me to even get here.
Yeah, so we got Thomas kicking again. In the backfield, we got Braden Tamaro, Chase Moore, and Greg Lazicki. Tried a little onside kick there. That's going to be recovered by Nick Meal. That's going to be ball's loose. We'll see who comes up with it.
I believe that's going to be middle football.
Yeah, they're still fighting for it. Refs are trying to pull him off. I think it's going to be Salem's football.
Oh, wow.
Will take over in Panthers territory.
They're going to give it to Salem. I mean, that was a tough play. You know, their kicker seems to just be squibbing the ball up the middle. And it looked like neither of the two returners really knew what to do. They were kind of just like hovering over, like, are you going to get it? Are you going to get it?
Mm-hmm.
And then as they go onto the ball, he misses it. And it rolls right out of his hands, and Salem jumps on it. And now giving them a great opportunity to go and go up by 2 scores.
I mean, yeah, that was anyone's ball right. That was like anyone's ball right there. Ball slipped out their hands, and nothing you can really do.
Yeah, that was just a tough play. I mean, this kicker, he's not really kicking the ball deep. There's really no arc to it. He's kind of just kicking it off the ground, bouncing it to the second row. And I mean, the second row, these people aren't really returners. Their job is mainly to block. And, you know, when they're tasked with the ball rolling right at them, they really don't know who's going to get the ball, who they should communicate with to jump on it, whether they're going to get the ball, whether the guy next to them is. And it's just a tough play for him.
Yeah, Thomas is going to hand it off. That was Giovanni Ross.
Giovanni Rios on the carry for Salem.
He's going to get about 5.
Play, second down and 6.
And that's second down.
The Rams have a big backfield. That's their third running back out there to get some big yards.
Yeah.
Obviously, earlier we had Parsley out there.
Yeah, we had Parsley out there, and then we had Ransom, too. Ransom scoring the touchdown for them to make it 7-0. We got 5:20 left in the first quarter. Thomas under attack, trying to go. Noah Nagel and Davon Anderson are going to get an assist on that. And a good little distance there for Thomas.
Yeah, and that's one of those big things about Thomas. Thomas is able to not only throw the ball, but also get some plays with his legs. You know, he pump fakes it to the outside, runs it right up the middle. Looked like sort of a QB draw design, or maybe even an RPO. But that's going to get him to about the Middle Township 30-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see if Middle Township can pounce on this with the head coaches calling it out in front of everyone. We'll see if they can pick up on kind of the play design that they're going for.
I mean, this is really good communication by Salem, the football team.
Yeah, that one's going to be handed off to Rios again. Dog pile on the field.
You know, as I was saying, this is great communication by Salem. You know, they have to remember all these hand signals, all these signals that their coach is giving them, and they're just putting it straight in their brain and going.
Yeah, Rios got the first down on that one. So that was a good third down run. Nice communication with Thomas and Rios.
I mean, you see their coach on the sideline giving them signals. These players have to remember every single little detail about these signals to make sure that they all get the play right, to make sure that they are all on the same page. And it's a great effort by everybody.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at the quarterback. He doesn't have a play chart on his wrist, so we'll see. Thomas is throwing a long ball, and that's going to be caught.
Thomas's pass complete to Kaisir Muhammad.
That one was Kaisir Muhammad.
Yeah, and that was sort of an interesting one there. Tamara, the corner, playing sort of inside. Muhammad runs sort of a slot fade, runs to the outside, and just beats the defense. And that's a great play design by Salem. Now it's 13-0 Rams, pending the extra point.
Yeah, Bauer drains that one again. It's going to be 14-0. 3:50 left in the first quarter.
14-0 Salem with 3:50 remaining in the first.
So far, a tough game for Middle Township. Let's see what they can do with getting the ball back.
Yeah, we'll see what Jonathan Taylor wants to do again. See if he wants to kind of go for that screwball feel and mess up the mid-line. All right, so we got Greg Lazicki, Chase Moore, and Braden Samara.
Yeah, Desmond Thomas, the kicker.
Looks like a little bit of switch up in the middle row. We got Christian Cope out there now, dead center, where it was Nick Meal last time, which ended up in the turnover. So we'll see if that makes Thomas kick it deep now. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Thomas isn't really a kicker to arc the ball. I'm not really sure whether he's really like their best kicker. I think he's really just out there to kick the ball on the ground, hope it bounces up.
And he's going to do the same thing. That's going to get to the back. Brandon Tamero now trying to find a gap. Little one tripped up there, and he's going to get down just in front of the 40-yard line.
And that was a solid return by Tamero. You saw the hold there. He could have gone a lot farther than that, but he gets tripped up right at the last second and gets to about the 38-yard line for Middle Township.
Yeah, it gives good energy back to Middle Township. I mean, Tamero finding that gap in there, just barely getting caught.
Yeah, Middle Township looking to gain some momentum.
All right, we'll see what Buckus wants to do.
Middle Township has yet to score a touchdown since their game against Triton at home.
Looks like we got James Caldwell back on the right wing. Buckus now, he hands off to Anderson. Anderson getting eaten up. That's going to be down for a loss of yards there.
Yeah, and that's a tough carry there. You see the entire Salem defense just swarm the offensive line, and they get a little overwhelmed. And they're going to be running a lot of, run commits here. They know what Middle Township's going to do. They see this running back. They know that their running game is very strong. It's a thing that Middle Township leans on heavily. And they're really going to target that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Caldwell, like you said, back from an injury, his first game in a few. Looking to go out there and make a difference this time around.
We'll see if they have Caldwell kicking again. He was the kicker last time, injured his groin. So we'll see if that has any effect on the extra kick. Buckus now, he's going to hand that off to Hunter White, and he just gets slammed.
That was a tough play for White. He runs sort of a screen, but instead of a bullet pass on the screen, it's sort of a floater, and he just gets popped by the Salem defense.
Yeah, that was ransom there.
Middle now looking at 3rd and 11 from their own 39.
Good play by Ransom, though, picking up that floater right there.
Yeah, he saw it coming. He saw the screen blocking. He saw that the Middle Township offensive line sort of allowed the Rams defense to get to the quarterback, and he knew exactly what was coming.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of Hunter White back in the running back slot. See, we got 2 wide receivers on the right side. He's looking at Chase Moore, Buckus to Moore, and he makes the pass.
They're going to call him out of bounds, I believe.
Pass intended for Chase Moore, incomplete.
Incomplete.
4th and 11.
A great ball from Bacchius, a great catch by Moore, just out of bounds. And Middle Township now 4th and 11, and they're going to be punting it.
I don't know. It's 50-50 from up here looking at it, but.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to really be able to tell whether he got his feet in. It sort of looked like at the same time, it looked like he got his feet in at the same time. You can't really be 100% sure from all the way over here.
All right, we're going to be punting again. It's Anderson now. He's going to punt that into the Salem bench.
Yeah, that's not even really the fault of Anderson. You see, as he's catching the ball, the entire Salem special teams is back there. He really just has to get the ball out before getting it blocked and possibly returned for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So he just needs to boot the ball straight out of bounds, and that's a great job by Anderson getting it out there.
We got 2:38 left in this first quarter. Salem up 14-0.
Salem starting at the midfield mark.
See what head coach Kemp Carr wants to do here. I mean, it seems like the no huddle has been working. That must be his program on this. Here's Tomlinson. He's throwing a bomb, and it's just going to be short. That one attempted.
Thomas's pass incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Salem.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 10.
And, the receiver had him beat there. But just over his fingers. That's going to be a false start there on Salem. Number 5, Caden Robinson. Just went a little early there. tried getting a head start on the middle defense, and the referees caught it.
Yeah, good thing for Middle Township. That's going to give them a little more chance now.
Yeah, that's really going to slow the momentum. Now 2nd and 15 for the Rams.
Yeah, it was a good pass going back to the previous play by Thomas. I mean,
It was a great pass, just barely over the fingers, just
Yeah.
over the tips.
the wide receiver was this close to grabbing that and scoring that in for a touchdown.
He was.
Good defense also on Braden Tamaro for covering him the entire time.
Yeah, he really kept up with him and made sure to, get in the way of his vision, make sure he didn't make that catch.
Yeah, Thomas going for another pass. That's a bullet. Looked like that was Antoine Rogers trying to one-hand that one. The Temple commit wasn't able to get
And
enough
holding
on that.
Holding against
on
Salem.
Salem. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty if accepted. Let's see what Middle chooses to do here. And it looks like Middle is going to
Will be
accept it.
2nd and 25.
2nd and 25 now for Salem.
Hey, I like the call there by head coach Gavin Leapy. Try to get a stop here. Make it 3rd down, make him throw. And we'll see. Thomas, as we saw, he's got a good arm.
Yeah, Middle Township needs to know here, this is more than likely not going to be a run. And if it is, it's really just because they're planning. I mean, most of the time when you see a run on a further down, when they're farther back, it's usually a 3rd down. They're just trying to get a couple more yards so they can punt the ball. But here, it's more than likely going to be a pass. They just passed the ball 2 times in a row.
Yeah, we'll see. We got Thomas here. You were right. He's coming, pressured immediately by the Middle Township defense. And they're going to tackle him at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Thomas escapes the pressure. 4-yard
And
gain on
that's
the
some
play.
great
3rd
defense
and
by Middle
1 for
Township,
Salem.
swarming Thomas, forcing him to run in Proxon. 3 sacks on the season, gets a tackle right there. And that's going to hold him to 3rd down and about 21.
Really good play by Middle Township. We'll see if they can force a 4th down here. We'll see what Kemp Carr wants to do.
This could possibly be a run. You see a lot, especially in the NFL. You see some long yardage 3rd downs. They usually just run the ball, try to get a good punt, try to get a better punt. Right here. Possibly a pass, though. You can never rule that out.
Yeah, we'll see. We got Ransom next to him. It's going to be a passing play. He's going to try to get some more yards. Moore's back there. He's not going to trip him up yet. And that's going to be an amazing
Thomas
run
carried
by
for Salem out of
Thomas.
bounds at the Middle Township 45-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 5.
Incredible
4th and
run
5.
there. I mean, you got to know after that, are they going to go for it? Like,
I mean, yeah, that's 16 yards on that carry there. They just held him to 3rd and 21. Now it's 4th and 5. And it looks like Salem's going to go for it again. Another no-huddle play here.
trying to pick up some of the signs that the coaches.
I mean, look at him go here. You see, he's doing all kinds of signals. And like I said, these players have to memorize every single one of those things so they make sure they get the play right.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a running play here. Quick bullet. And Thomas is going to try to take that himself, and I think he's going to get it.
He definitely is going to get it. That's going to be a 1st down to the 39-yard line of Middle Township. That was a great play design there. It looked like another RPO. Looks at the screen. Screen is locked up by Middle's defense, and he runs it right up the middle.
All right, you got 1:10 left in the 1st quarter. Here we go. We got a running play. That's Ransom now. We got 3 Middle Township defenders on him, finally able to get him down.
Ransom on the carry for the Rams.
Very solid run there by
Across
Ransom.
The 35-yard line.
Now 35 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
5 for Salem.
More than likely, Salem just going to take a few run plays before this quarter ends. And take it into the 2nd, up 14-0.
Yeah, on that tackle was Chase Moore, Kaheem Atkinson, and Tyler King. All right, Thomas now. He's going for the run play. Trying to sneak in, and Middle Township defense is going to seize the opportunity and sack.
And that was an amazing play by the middle defense, swarming the offensive line, getting around the edges. Nagel and Proxon, both the defensive ends for the Panthers, both got around the edge and both got to the quarterback. And that's going to be 3rd and 12 at the end of the first quarter. Salem 14, Middle Township nothing. As we head into the second quarter of this game here at Memorial Field.
Middle Township Panthers football live streams are being brought to you by PennJersey Building Materials, by Menz, Coastline Realty, by The Haven House Clothing Boutique, by Ulmer's Appliance Service, by the Bellevue Tavern, and by 7 Mile Pies.
And back out here at the start of the second quarter. My name's Ethan Lees. I'm now switching the play-by-play. Nathan McMaster switching the color commentary. Thomas in shotgun. Thomas back to pass. Rolling out. Nagel in the chase. Fires it deep. And it's incomplete. Coverage from Nagel. Looks like there's a flag on the play, though.
What an amazing coverage by Nagel. We'll see what they call here.
Yeah, down the field. Looked like the attempt to Robinson. Pass broken up by Nagel, but it is going to be a flag.
Yeah, we'll see what they call here.
Pass interference against the Panthers.
That was pass interference.
Defensive pass interference. That's just a tough play there.
I mean, you can kind of see it. The ball was in, like, almost in his hands. Nagel was all up on him. I mean, tough play there.
I mean, right there, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about pass interference. Well, yeah, Nagel was all over that play. I think he was left with a very good chance of catching the ball. I think it was more, I mean, that's tough there. You know, you see him, he's trying to wrestle the ball away. You could say he definitely got his hands on him a little bit earlier, but.
All right, now they're finally moving the chains here.
Thomas in shotgun, Ransom still in the backfield.
Looks like we got Chase Moore, only one really far back for the Panthers. Everyone playing close.
Thomas back to pass, fires it over to Robinson on a screen route. Does not connect though. Looks like Robinson slipped. Went up there with one hand, did not connect. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, tough play. I mean, these fields aren't the best that they play on, so Cleat might have slipped, might have gave out. In other news, for the Salem Rams, they have a star running back in the NFL, Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor played for them back in 2016, 2017. Ran for 2,800 yards and 35 touchdowns that season. Great talent, now plays for Indianapolis. Thomas back to pass. Rushed by Nagel. Proxon with the sack. Swarmed by the Middle Township defense. And that's going to draw a 3rd down.
I mean, yeah, Middle Township defense has been one of the limiting factors on them
Timeout, Rams.
winning games this year. Rams is going to call the first timeout of the game. Noah Nagel. Incredible play there.
Middle Township's defense really putting up an effort here. You like to see it. That is their second sack of the game.
Yeah, we've seen Nagel, he has 3 sacks on the season so far, bringing it up to 4.
And both teams going to talk in the huddles here. But that was just a great play by the middle defense. It gets a big rush there. And Thomas just can't find his receiver.
Yeah,
And he gets taken down.
Yeah, we also saw offensive lineman John Kelly on the dog pile. All right, we'll see what Kemp Carr and Gavin Leapy have to talk about with the team. It's still 14-0, so the defense has done a better job than we've seen in the previous games.
Salem back out there.
3rd and 15 for Salem.
3 receivers one side, 1 on the other. Ransom still in the backfield. Thomas only played out a shotgun all game so far, as he's going to stick to it, single back. Thomas back to pass, surveying, fires deep to Robinson, and almost picked off by Moore, bounces off of Robinson's helmet, and that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 15 for the Rams.
I mean, yeah, we had Tamero and Moore on that. Kind of got off of the wide receiver's hands and hit off of Moore and then Tamero. So good effort there. We saw a lot of interceptions last season by Moore.
Yeah, Moore led the team. I believe had about 5 interceptions, maybe 6. Thomas staying back in shotgun.
Yeah, they're going to go
back
for
to
it
pass.
here.
Surveying. Doesn't find anybody. Runs the ball. And he's going to get the first down. And Moore running it down to the 4-yard line. Tackle finally made by Seth Germania, the sophomore.
What an incredible run there by Thomas. I mean, the Middle Township defense just needs to be ready for that. They've seen it about 3 times so far this game.
Yeah, Thomas has been running the same sort of couple plays. He's been running the same, deep balls, and when he doesn't find a receiver, he tries running it. The first couple times, a few times so far, obviously got to the quarterback, Middle Township. 2 sacks so far this game. But right there, he's able to break away and get to the Middle Township 4-yard line in their red zone now, and even almost at their goal line. Thomas now back there.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of running plays so far. We had Ransom in the first quarter, getting the touchdown to make it 7-0.
And Ransom now right up the middle, powers through the middle defense, gets to the 1-yard line. Now at the goal line, let's see what Salem does here.
The 1-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ransom has been a great short yardage back for him, making some power plays. Now subbing in, we have Makai Murray, number 9. Comes in for Ransom.
I think that's the 4th running back we've seen so far come into this game. I don't know. We'll see what Kemp Carr wants to do now.
Actually, Murray now on the wing. Thomas hands it off, and that is a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run for
Troy Carey. That time playing at running back. Great run there, halfback dive right up the middle. And Salem, 20. Middle Township, nothing. Looking to make it 21.
Good run there by Troy Carey to find a gap and get into the end zone. Gonna try the extra point here.
Bauer on the kick. And that one is going to be no good.
Good block by Noah Nagel right there.
Yeah, great special teams there. 9 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first half. Salem 20, Middle Township nothing.
Looking like the Eagles out there blocking extra points. All right, we got Middle Township moving right to left on your screen. Salem now, left to right. We've got Tamaro, Moore, and Lazicki in the back.
Thomas back out there to kick it. Let's see if he does that same right off the ground kick that he.
Middle Township Panthers football live streams are being brought to you by PennJersey Building Materials, by Menz, Coastline Realty, by The Haven House Clothing Boutique, by Ulmer's Appliance Service, by the Bellevue Tavern, and by 7 Mile Pies.
Over to Lazicki on the return. He's going to try to find a hole in the middle, and he's pounded on the ground.
Greg Lazicki on the return for the Panthers.
That is 19, and Damian Green with the tackle.
Brought down at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10, Middle Township.
Green, the sophomore, 5'5". Good matchup with Lazicki there.
Middle Township now coming back out here over in that huddle, looking to finally put some points on the board. You have to put any on the board since their game against Triton in week 2. Bacchius in the shotgun. Nagel in motion. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty. False start on Middle Township.
The Panthers, false start. It'll be 1st and 15.
Tough one right there.
That's one hard thing about multiple counts, multiple snap count. When he goes through the first snap, a couple times the offensive line is going to, mistake that for the first catch, the first snap. They're going to instinctively try to go, and they're going to get a false start like that.
Yeah, the crowd's heating up a little bit. Keep getting more and more people on a 12 p.m. game, getting later in the day. Got 9:50 left in the second quarter.
White in the backfield, Moore on the outside. Hands it off to White. Hits the edge, and he is stuffed by the Salem defense.
White on the carry for Middle Township.
Yeah, Hunter White's the guy. I mean,
Short
he'll
loss
get,
on the
like,
play.
when you really need the play, he'll
Second
get
and
that.
The tackle there, number 10, Troy Carey. Great defense by Salem, able to stuff the run there. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 16.
I like to see a little Bacchius and Moore deep pass.
I mean, it worked the first time. You saw on that outside ball.
Yeah.
Just a little bit out of bounds. Let's see if they can do it again.
Moore lines
Nagel
up
in motion. Boggy's back to snap. Right over Moore's head. It tries to throw it across the middle of the field.
Pass intended for Moore,
And that's incomplete.
That,
3rd and 16.
that was going nowhere. I mean, tempted for Moore. Thought he was 7 foot tall, 6'5".
Yeah, just over the head. Unable to connect. Now it's going to draw 3rd and 16. More than likely here, possibly going to be a pass. I don't see why they would run it again.
I mean, yeah,
Being so backed up.
especially with this Salem defense. I mean, why would you?
Yeah, this Salem defense has just been all over this run game.
I mean, we haven't. I mean, in the first quarter, the first couple plays, we've seen a couple passes, and they were gaining some yards. Kind of slowed down now. We'll see what they want to do.
White still in the backfield. Linebacker blitzes for Salem. Right up the middle of Nagel, and he's not looking. That's right over his hands. And that's going to be 4th and 16. Middle now to punt. Salem there blitzes linebacker Troy Carey right up the middle, putting a little more pressure on Bacchius than he wanted.
Yeah, I mean, a little less speed on that throw would have been right in Nagel's hands, but tried to fully, like, give it to him, like, throw it as hard as he can, and just goes right over him.
And, I mean, there wasn't really much he could do, when you're trying to throw the ball and you've got 5 guys coming at you. You really have to get that ball in these tight spaces. And he tried his best. It just didn't really work out. And that's going to be a play blown dead before it even goes anywhere.
See who that was on. I mean, we saw up there Antoine Rogers trying to get really close to Anderson right there. See what he can do.
Oh.
Oh, no. That's going to be recovered by Salem.
And that's a
Snap
touchdown.
sails into the end zone, recovered by Salem for a Rams touchdown.
And the Rams,
Number 8,
27-0.
Bergen on the
Phillips on the
recovery
long
for the
snap.
Rams.
Tosses it right over.
Yeah,
Bergen with
yeah.
the recovery and the touchdown.
Coaches are not happy about that one, that's for sure.
Definitely not. The long snap just over Anderson's head. Anderson didn't really make an effort to go for it. Would have been a safety, and they would have gotten the ball right back, probably around the 50-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it right here. Got the first huddle of the game.
And it looks like it's going to be on this two-point conversion. They've got 4 guys on the side.
Trying to get
They
full
motion
blitz.
3. And they're going to hand it off to Carey. And Carey stuffed. Middle Township able to get the stop. 26-0. Salem.
Good defense by Middle Township on that play.
Yeah, you could see they had both of their sides of the offensive line switch sides, both go in motion as they try to run it to the left with Carey, and it stopped.
Yeah, we saw the first look at the huddle for the first time tonight. So for Salem right now, we have Ransom with 1, Muhammad with 1, Carey with 1, and now Bergen with 1, making the score 26. Salem is going for the extra point on every attempt except for this one. They've succeeded on everyone except for this one. In the backfield for Middle Township, we have Braden Tamara, Chase Moore, Greg Lazicki.
Middle Township looking to pick up some steam, looking to really get a drive going. They've yet to do it so far, as Salem has been successful scoring on all 4, actually all 3 of their drives, as well as the punt recovery. Thomas, not a kick. He's going to put this one high. Right to Chase Moore. Moore on the turn, runs it up the middle. Tries to find the outside.
Dog pile on the field.
Kickoff returned by Chase Moore.
Dog
Out
piled
to the
for
30-yard
sure.
line, 1st and 10 Panthers.
That looks like Santiago as the main tackler there. Got to him first. In Middle Township now with the ball at about their own 31.
I mean, we just need this O-line to stay up a little bit longer so it gives the wide receivers a chance to actually get deep instead of having Buckus throw bullet passes 24/7.
Yeah, Antoine Rogers, defensive lineman for Salem, has yet to get a sack on this middle offense yet this game.
A little bit weird. He's averaging 1.6 per game.
Yeah, 8 on the season.
Officials timeout.
Bacchius hands it off to White. White on the outside, and he is stuffed. Looks like number
White on the
55,
carry
Wyatt
for the
Irvine.
Panthers. Short loss on the play.
With the
2nd
tackle.
down and 11.
A pickup of 0.
Yeah, we got 2nd down. Got 8:10 left in the 2nd quarter. Salem up 26-0.
Four-man line for Salem. 2 linebackers in the middle. Are they going to blitz again? Bacchius hands it to White.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag.
White on the carry. A flag is down.
As you can see, pink flags, pink cheerleading pom-poms for breast cancer
Penalty
awareness.
against the Panthers.
Seen a lot of pink eye black too.
It
Yeah.
is declined.
Penalty is going to be
It brings up
declined.
3rd and long for Middle Township.
Middle Township is going to need to start throwing the ball. They do have Chase Moore. Great deep threat, great jump ball receiver.
Yeah, 6'5", 180 pounds, able to get there. They also got Braden Tamir, 5'6", 120, able to get to the spot that he needs to.
Baki's back to pass. Looks to Moore on the sideline. And that's going to be pass interference on Salem. It looks like he definitely did get his hands on Moore early.
Is complete to Chase
Yeah,
Moore.
his feet were in there too. We saw it this time.
He does complete the pass that time around. And that's going to get Middle to around the 50-yard line.
All right, great pass by Buckus. 2 more. Kind of like what we were talking about earlier. He's 6'5". He's able to get up there.
Yeah, that was a great ball. And a great catch especially.
The call
As
is
Middle
pass interference
declines
against
the
Salem.
penalty
It will be
on the
declined.
Rams.
First down, Panthers.
First down, Middle Township. Nagel in motion. Chopping his feet. Baki's hands it off to White as he is stuffed.
Hunter White on
Gain
the
of about
carry, gain
3
2
there.
On the play. Second down and 8.
That is Rios with the tackle around the outside as he brings up 2nd and 8.
I mean, personally, for me, if I'm Middle Township, I'm throwing it until we get to about the 25-yard line, then let Hunter Wright run it through.
Yeah, I mean, as you saw, these passing plays to Moore have been working. They're just going to start doing it a little bit more.
Looks like, yeah,
Nagel in motion. Baki's back to pass. He's going to roll out. And he is sacked.
ball's loose, but they blew the whistle
Baki is
before.
sacked in the backfield.
Yeah, blew the whistle dead before
Isaiah Karn
he
with
fumbled the
sack
ball.
For Salem.
Karn
It brings
gets
up
the sack for the
3rd and
Rams.
long.
3rd and 3rd and I believe about 16.
And yeah, we got to see a pass here. 17, got to go deep. Let's just hope this O-line can hold off Salem's defense.
Moore and Caldwell on the outside. Cope in the flex. Cope in motion now. Comes over to the strong side. Baki's back to pass. Throws it to Moore on the screen. And Moore is thrown down.
Pass complete to Chase Moore.
What was that?
That is Giovanni Rios.
Brought down immediately by Rios. 4th and long for the Panthers.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 18.
Not
4th and 20.
not a smart play right there.
Yeah, they needed a good amount of yards. They weren't going to get it on a screen. And now they're going to be left to punt it. Phillips at long snapper. Throws it back to Anderson. Anderson with the boot. Over to Robinson. Oh! Bounces off of Robinson.
It's going to go out of bounds.
And a great effort by him. As you can see, he bobbled it. He knew he
Ball
probably
bounces
wasn't going to
out
hold
of
on to the
bounds.
ball, and he just smacks it right out of bounds.
Smart play right there. Could have been something for Middle Township. They got a hand on that ball.
Yeah, and he knew if the ball went out of bounds, they were going to keep
Just
possession.
shy of midfield.
And he smacks it right out there. And that's going to leave Salem starting from their own 47-yard line.
Ball placed at the 48. First down, Salem.
Thomas back to pass. Oh, he's almost thrown down there by Middle Township. As he rolls out, tries to find Muhammad, and it is incomplete.
Thomas's pass incomplete,
He drops the ball.
intended for
Yeah,
Muhammad.
good defense by Middle
Second and
Township
10.
there, just kind of pressuring him.
Yeah, that was a great effort by Thomas. Almost sacked, almost wrapped up, rolls out, finds Muhammad, just unable to complete the pass.
Yeah, tries to do a little running throw there, just came up short.
Thomas now back to pass. Blitz off the edge. He finds Robinson on the sideline. Tamaro gets him out of bounds.
Thomas fires a fastball right there. Finds Robinson.
Steps out of bounds
Yeah, that was a great ball by
at the
Thomas.
41-yard line.
You
First
saw
down, Salem.
Middle Township blitz corner Tyler King. Had a 5-man rush there.
Yeah, again, 26-0 so far in the second quarter. We got 4:13 left.
Their coach sticking to these hand signals. Thomas back to pass. Rolls out, and he fires a deep ball to Muhammad. And that's out of bounds.
Thomas's pass intended for
Atkinson on the
Muhammad,
coverage.
incomplete.
I mean, you can tell the
Second
Middle
and 10.
Township defense is making Thomas uncomfortable with these running throws as he hasn't been able to complete 2 in a row.
Yeah, Middle's definitely been getting, around the quarterback. He's able to stress him out, able to push him out of the pocket. But they really haven't been able to get to him once he gets outside there.
I mean, if I'm Middle Township in this, you just got to keep doing that. I mean, he's wide. I mean, Thomas is wide open when he's doing that. He just can't seem to find his feet and make the throw to the wide receiver.
Yeah, one thing Thomas needs to do is when he rolls out like that, you don't really see any middle defenders really coming at him. So what he has to do is he has to get out and he has to set his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He has to get comfortable outside the pocket. As he hands the ball off that time,
Parsley on the carry for the Rams.
it's going to be Parsley up the middle for about 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And that's going to bring it to about 3rd and 4 for the Rams. They've thrown the ball quite a bit this drive. Let's see if they go back to that or hand it to Parsley again. Thomas back to 5-man rush. Parsley up the middle.
Parsley on the carry again for Salem.
Is he going to get the first down, though? It
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be 4th and inches.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of Aiden Edwards and Noah Nagel getting down on that play. Way to get that, stopping them from getting that 4th down.
Yeah, now Salem subbing in Ransom. A great short yardage back. Able to power through the defense, and they're going to put him back out there for this 4th and 1.
I mean, they're like,
Yeah. Middle Township is really going to need his stuff this year. Oh,
quarterback run.
QB draw, and it's going to work. Thomas for 5 yards, and that's going to be a first down for the Rams.
I like it. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean,
When you have a guy like Ramon out there who's really been doing a great job, or Ransom out there who's been doing a great job at these short yardage plays, and you have a 4th and 1, you're not really expecting a QB draw, and he does a great job there at faking them out.
I mean, yeah, when you see a guy, like, as you're saying, like, he's just been able to get through Middle Township's defense.
Thomas on the screen there. That is Parsons. He's going to go down the middle defense.
But, yeah, and then you just see Thomas. I mean, we've seen him been able to use his legs a little bit and get first downs and more, but weren't really expecting this one. And
No.
I guess the Middle Township defense wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah, the tackle from Nagel there is going to set up a 2nd and 6. Thomas back to pass. they're going to whistle the play dead.
Looks like they're pointing at Braden Tamaro.
Officials timeout.
He's going off to the sidelines right now. We'll see what this is about. Cope's come in.
I'm not really sure what that's about.
I mean, mouthpiece, maybe.
Possibly. Oh, and that's going to be a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Panthers.
Was that on?
Dead ball foul.
Was that on Tamaro?
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Middle Township.
That might have been on Coach Marcheski, the offensive coordinator for the Panthers, giving mouth to the referee. You can't do that. It could have been on Tamaro. It could have been. What could have happened was Tamaro was over here. Tamaro was talking. The referees gave him a warning, sent him to the sideline. Marcheski talked back to the referees. Marcheski started yelling at the referees, and they had the end of it. Threw the flag, and they're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Now, Salem is starting at the middle 11-yard line. Tough play there.
That was. I mean, nothing you can really do when you're this Middle Township defense, and now even them getting an extra 5 or so yards, it's just like.
Yeah. And I mean, a penalty like that is never a good one to get.
Especially from a coach.
Parsons in motion. Thomas draws it up the middle. Great tackle there.
Thomas on the run.
That's number 52, Landon Bowden Thrasher.
It will be 2nd and 8.
He sees the QB draw. He sees the quarterback run up the middle. He knows exactly where this is going, and he's able to get off the block and make a great tripwire tackle.
Yeah, good sack by him. That's his first sack of the season.
Yeah. Salem sticking with these hand signals for their offense. 1 minute, 5 seconds left. Rams looking to put something else on the board before the clock hits 0. And it's going to be a timeout for the Rams.
Timeout, Salem.
It's coming in. We got 2nd down, 8 to go. Middle Township, Salem on Middle Township's 9-yard line. We got 58 seconds. Still have 3 timeouts left for each team. Okay, this is Kemkar's first season as head coach for the Rams. Yeah, Thomas done a pretty good job at quarterback this year, only being a junior, so he has another year after that. 611 yards with 5 touchdowns. Only 1 interception in these last 5 games.
Yeah, Thomas has put up a great performance so far this game against Middle, as he's looking to extend this lead.
All right, we'll see if Middle Township. We still got a lot of football left to play in this buckets these last 5 games for Middle Township. 261 yards with 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but can't count all of that. Hunter White been the most successful running back for Middle Township with 211 yards. Davon Anderson coming in 2nd with 52.
Thomas. Parsons in motion. Comes to the right side. Parsons on the screen. He's going to run right around this middle defense, and that is a touchdown.
Thomas's pass complete.
Holding. There's a penalty on the play.
Rams.
Holding Salem. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Brings it to 2nd and 18, canceling out the touchdown. And that is very beneficial for Middle Township.
I mean, yeah, I didn't see that flag at first. I was wondering why Chase Moore kind of is just like jogging in to get him, but
Holding against Salem, it will be a 10-yard penalty.
anything to try to run this clock out.
Yeah, that's going to send the Rams back to the Middle Township
Ball placed at the
18.
15-yard line.
15.
2nd and long, Salem.
All right, we got 2nd down here. Got to go pass.
Yeah, as you were saying earlier, Middle Township sort of has a multiple back running room, and the Salem has been doing the same running back by committee thing here. They've had about 3 out there. Thomas back to pass. Looks
Fast here, getting
almost to
pressure.
the sideline. And it's picked off. Anderson. Davon Anderson runs it back to Middle Township's 18-yard line. And that's going to be the first turnover for this Middle Township defense this game.
Great defense from Middle Township.
26-0 still. 34 seconds left in the first half.
We saw Thrasher getting in there again as he got his first sack of the season earlier ago, and Thompson was just not able to handle that pressure. Throws it right into Anderson's hands.
Yeah, that was great defense by Middle.
Yeah, he was knocked down by Ransom, but now we got to go with the run. We got to go with the passing game here. We got 34 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, you're going to need to see some deep balls, some 4 verticals going on here, some PA crossers,
Yeah,
as I like to run in Madden.
Yeah, we see Greg Lazicki getting put in the game. We got Moore, we got Cope, and we got Caldwell out as the wide receivers.
Bacchius back, fakes the handoff to Lazicki, throws one, and that's picked off.
Pass is intercepted by
Ransom
Salem.
makes an amazing play there,
Ransom,
acrobatic
interception,
catch,
first and
bounces
10
it
Rams.
off his hand, right behind him, able to use his awareness, use his ability to turn around, his flexibility to make the catch around his shoulder, and that's an outstanding play by the Salem defense.
Buckus was throwing to nobody. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really anybody in the vicinity of that ball.
I mean, you had Chase Moore left side, but I mean, at that point, just run the ball. I mean, you had the whole right side of the field wide open. Just run the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good fake handoff, but
Yeah, and I mean,
Salem's
Salem
defense.
got to Bacchius almost immediately. Now Thomas back, spread formation, no man in the backfield. He's going to throw the screen out to Muhammad, and he drops it. Whew.
Thomas's pass
Not
intended
ideal for the
Muhammad,
Rams.
incomplete. Second and 10 Salem.
Haven't seen a lot of that out of Muhammad today. He did get a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. Got 23 seconds left in the second. Second down, 10 to go. Middle Township, or excuse me, the Rams are on Middle Township's 24-yard line.
Salem more than likely here is just going to look to throw some heavers and hopefully score a touchdown off of one. Right back in that 0 running back backfield, that spread formation. 4-man rush from middle. Thomas runs up. Cope turned around, or Nagel turned around, sorry. And but there's going to be a penalty. It looks like.
Flag on the
Thomas
play.
on the carry, in
No
for a
flag in
touchdown.
there. They
There is
got
a
in
flag
it.
on the play.
Amazing run by Thomas, able to move up there and get around. Nagel turned around, playing the coverage. Doesn't even realize Thomas is running it, but there will be a penalty.
See what they call.
Illegal block in the back on the
Block in
Rams.
the back against Salem.
Yeah, I could see that too. I mean, it looked like Nagel was getting held up a little bit.
Definitely some great blocking there, but obviously, you know, you don't want to get a penalty like that because the moment you get one, it erases the entire play.
And yeah, you got 13 seconds left. There's no chance like they go run here because
Yeah, it's more than likely going to be a pass again. It looks like they're running that
Ball
same
spotted at
spread
the
formation.
17-yard line. Second
Nobody in the
and
backfield.
4 for
Yeah.
Salem.
see what they can do. No matter what, they're going to get the ball back coming in to the third quarter.
3 on the right, 2 on the left. Santiago inside, and that's going to be another penalty. Neutral zone infraction
He's going to be on Middle Township.
on Middle Township.
Flag on the play against the Panthers.
We got the Middle Township marching
Will get
band
up for a first down.
setting up for
First and
halftime.
10 Rams.
That's going to be a first down for the Rams.
The Middle Township marching band has not been a thing for quite a while, about a decade. And this year, Mr. Saul, a teacher at Middle Township, brought him back. Thomas back to pass. Looks to run it again. He slipped up. And that's going to count as a
Thomas tumbles at the 15-yard line.
down.
Timeout Salem with 6 seconds remaining in the half.
Timeout Salem, 6 seconds left. And they're looking for one last shot here. Can they get one?
I mean, yeah, they want to get this running clock, so if they score here, that'll be huge for them.
Yeah, it'll make Middle start the second half with the running clock. But let's see if they can do something here or whether they're going to be left sitting at 26 points to nothing for Middle Township.
For your Middle Township Panthers, we got next Friday on the 10th. They will be playing Ocean City at Ocean City, 6 o'clock. Make sure to show up for your Panthers. Again, Absigami the next week. And then finally, the homecoming game on the 24th versus St. Joe's Hamilton.
That OC game's going to be a thriller, huh? Salem now back out there. 6 seconds left, looking to get one last shot here. Staying in that spread formation. Thomas back to pass, 3-man rush. Fires at the middle, and it's dropped.
Thomas's pass.
Still
incomplete in
1
the end
second
zone.
left. They've got one final chance here. As that pass is targeted for Jelani Beverly.
Will be third
Yeah,
and
Beverly
long
tried to
with
one-hand that
1
one. We've
second
seen that a
remaining in the
handful of times this game. But he wasn't able to get a grip on it. Going back to the hand signals now from the Rams.
One second left. Thomas in the backfield, middle sticking with the 3-man rush, 3 linebackers. He drops back to pass. He fires one. Picked off, Germanio. He's running it back. Almost gets the edge. Gets tackled at the 30-yard line. What an interception by Middle.
The interception for Middle
Tough
Township
break
to close
at the
out
end of the
first
quarter.
half.
Unable to bring it back. That's
And at
going
the
to be
half, the score,
26 to nothing.
26,
Salem Rams
Middle Township
as we head into halftime
0.
of this game.
Again, I'm Nathan McMaster. Beside me, Ethan Lees. We will see you guys back for the third quarter.
I like that I'm surrounded by a lot of really great friends and met a lot of really great people and teachers who have helped me a lot academically, and I love my sports teams and all the clubs I'm a part of as well.
I like how in-depth the teachers and the administration get when they care about you and about your life, and not only just about your academics.
I love how it's positive and it gets you going. Like every time you wake up, you get excited for school.
We are Middle Township High School.
We are Middle Township High School.
We are Middle Township High School.
We are Middle Township and proud of it.
We are Middle Township High School.
We are Middle Township High School.
We are Middle Township High School.
We are Middle Township and proud.
Welcome back to the second half of this game. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster. Beside me, Ethan Lees right now. The Salem Rams are up 26-0 going into the third quarter. For touchdowns for Salem, we have Ransom with 1, Muhammad with 1, Carey with 1, and Bergen with 1, putting the score up to 26-0.
This has really been a tough game for the Middle Township Panthers. 26-0, as Nathan just said. 4 touchdowns for Salem, 3 of which were on offense, the other one a special teams touchdown.
Yeah, so Salem has attempted an extra point on every touchdown except for the last one, and they didn't make it. They tried for the 2-point conversion, and Thomas was not able to leg it out there.
Salem, I believe, gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, they do.
Looking to keep up this momentum and bring this game away.
If you're new here, some new key players for Middle Township. You have Chase Moore, the wide receiver. You have Joe Buckus, the quarterback. Braden Tamero, also a wide receiver. And Davon Anderson at linebacker. We've also seen a couple sacks from Noah Nagel today and a couple good defensive tackles.
Even saw a sack from Proxon. Did a great job. Some great defensive ends for Middle Township.
Yeah, and then on the Rams side, Desmond Thomas, the quarterback. And then we have Caden Robinson, the running back, along with Kashmir Parsley, Kasir Muhammad, and then Temple commit Antoine Rogers. For new here also, Salem has some pretty good run defense here with about 4 guys in rotation. One of them being Ransom. Ransom scored a touchdown in the first and has been really good at getting short first downs.
A minute left until the start of the third quarter. Middle hoping to make some great defensive stands here and hoping to get back into this game, as Salem has really ran away with this one, especially in that second half.
Yeah, we'll see what'll happen here. No running clock yet. I believe it's 33 in the second half to start it.
In Middle's defense as well, 2 turnovers taken, 2 interceptions for Middle's defense. one by Seth Germania, the other from linebacker Davon Anderson.
All right, before we begin the second half, get those 50-50 tickets out as we announce the winning ticket.
Yeah, beautiful day out here at K-Main Courthouse, 74 degrees out. It's 1:30. Game started at 1 o'clock.
486.
Yeah, beautiful Saturday here in Middle Township.
At the West End
Not a cloud in the sky.
by the garage. One more time, 486-551.
Salem out there getting ready to return.
Back there to return is Robinson. He's been the main guy to catch these kickoff returns. Middle Township gets set up. We're going to have Davon Anderson
Salem will receive the second
kicking
half
it off.
Surprised we're not seeing any James Caldwell to kick. He was their kicker the first couple weeks until he got that injury. I think now they're kind of just easing him back in.
Yeah.
He really hasn't done all that much on offense.
There's Middle Township gets set up. Also in the back for the Rams is Beverly. Anderson smacked. That gets behind Beverly. That's picked up by Long. Anderson gets held back a little bit. Smith on that. Tamero also not able to make it. And finally ending it is Gavin McGarity.
Yeah, that should have been a better effort by Middle Township. They got him all the way down within their own 3-yard line, but were just unable to get the tackle as he was able to bounce around defenders and get to their own 30, starting with pretty good field position.
There we got Thomas. Behind him is Parsley. See what we can do with the rotation of the running backs. They've been heavily passing as they hand it off to Parsley. Parsley gets about 7 yards on the carry here.
Yeah, as you said,
Parsley on the
Rams running a really good running back by committee here. They've got about 3 guys that they rotate in and out. Ransom, Parsley, and even Carey, all having pretty big roles in this rushing offense.
Yeah, Parsley, the freshman, getting some looks here on the varsity. We'll see what Thomas and Carr want to do. Thomas hands it out to Parsley again. Getting stuffed by the Middle Township defense. That one's going to be Landon Beaton Thrasher on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a great tackle by him. It was him and Caleb Lombardo both getting in there for the tackle. In an outstanding effort by the two of them to hold him to 3rd and 2.
Yeah, we'll
Hoping
see.
to get him to 4th down.
Yeah, we'll see if Rams bring out the passing game.
They've been pretty solid in the passing game so far. So far.
Hand it off Parsley again. He's going to get the 1st down. A little bit more. Knocked around the 44-yard line.
He has
And a
enough
great run
for
up the
a
middle there.
first
Gives them
down
the
for
first
Rams.
down. Middle Township has really struggled to stop the inside runs. These short yardage gains, every single time they hit a short one, adds up, adds up, adds up, and they keep getting first downs.
I wouldn't be surprised to see another running play here as you see Thomas and Parsley looking back at the coach. Thomas goes up, long ball, right over the head of Kyvon
Thomas'
Parsons.
pass intended for Parsons, incomplete.
Almost
Second and 10.
an amazing play from Thomas to Parsons. Just over his hands, the freshman tried to run to it.
Yeah, Thomas gave a little too much on that play. Almost had it.
Atkinson and Moore were both there as well, in case he didn't make the catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
All right, here's Thomas again. He's going to hand it off. Getting stuffed by the Middle Township defense. Shockley not
Parsley
able
on
to
the
make.
carry, short gain on the play.
Amazing tackle there. That's Bowden Thrasher again
3rd and 8
with the
for
tackle.
Rams.
Aiden Edwards, my mistake.
Michael, if it's a different camera, you'd have to
Great play there by the linebacker, bringing it to 3rd and 9.
I don't have that. You have to ask those coaches if they get a second.
Salem has yet to punt the ball. Every time they've been brought to 4th down, they've gone for it, and it's worked.
We'll see. I'm guessing a throw and play here. We'll see what we got. Thomas is going to take that himself. He's trying. He's going to get the first down a little bit more.
Looked like a read option there.
Thomas on the
Looks like he's
QB
going to hand it to
keeper,
Parsley.
gain of
Decides he's going
9.
to keep it, runs to the other
It'll be
side.
first down
And he
Rams.
gets a very solid gain there, 9 yards and the first down.
Yeah, Thomas has been really good at getting those first downs when his team needs them, especially in the 3rd and 4th down area, especially when Middle Township is not expecting it. Yeah, so it's still 26-0.
Still no running clock yet. Salem has not hit that 33-point mark. Parsley still in the game.
Thomas is going to run that himself again. He's trying to catch a gap, and he falls down.
Yeah,
Not
right there. He's going to run a
Thomas on the
designed
keeper
QB
again.
sweep to the outside. Great
Gain of
blocking by the
7,
Rams
2nd down
offense.
and 3.
Yeah, not enough for Rams first down.
Going to get it to about 2nd and 3. And that's one great thing that they have going on with Thomas. 3 amazing running backs in that backfield, and when they don't want to hand it off to the running back, they've got a quarterback who can do it all.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we saw that one pass to Bergen go over his head, but none really came up, just a lot of running games. So we'll see what Thomas wants to do here as he goes for a pass. He's going to fire. That one's going. Bergen makes the catch in the end zone, and that's a Rams touchdown.
Yeah, Bergen was left virtually wide open
Touchdown
on
Salem.
island there. The closest defender wasn't even guarding him.
Bergen for the score.
Wamir Bergen gets his 2nd touchdown of the night.
His first receiving touchdown. The other touchdown was on that punt recovery in the end zone. And that's going to put this game at 32-0.
Pending the extra point, we could go as a running clock. And the kick is blocked for the 2nd time
Kick is
in tonight's
blocked.
game.
Score remains Salem 32.
32-0. Salem going to stick to it. Middle Township now receiving the ball for the first time in the second half. 5 minutes and 30 seconds already taken off the clock. 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
And also be sure to visit the Mr. Potato Head Food Truck and Kona Ice, which are located behind the scoreboard at the west end of the field.
Still a solid crowd here coming into the second
Today's game
half.
is available live and will also be archived on the MTHS
No student section.
channel. You can visit youtube.com.
It is 12. It is 1:30 on a Saturday. A lot of people have a lot of things going on. That's why it's tough to get crowds to these games because
Yeah, you got the Phillies coming on later tonight, Red October. A lot of people excited for that. So we got Lazicki, Moore, and Tamaro met in the back with Thomas kicking. So as we saw in the first half, Thomas would just try the onside kicks, not kind of go deep, kind of get it to that middle row where they eventually succeeded and got the ball in the first quarter.
And he has been more kicking it with arc, as you can see right there, and that is a boot from him.
Lazicki fumbles it. He picks it up. Good job by him. He runs right into Salem's defender, and he's going to get knocked back a couple yards.
Well, Lazicki tried to lowering his shoulder. Looked like he wanted to go through that guy. It did not work.
Township at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think you're going through Antoine Rogers.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 200 pounds, so not the easiest to go through. We'll see what Buckus wants to do here. They're going to put Moore and Cope on the left side.
They're going to need to continue throwing the ball down the field if they want to even get this game back into a possibility for him.
Yeah, does the same thing. That's going to be tipped, and that's going to be picked off by the Rams. He's going to bring that all the way in for a touchdown. Pick six. That one was Muhammad for his second touchdown of the night as well.
And Nagel down with an injury. They're going to have to bring trainers out.
Hope he's okay. Good look by Muhammad to get that. We just hope Nagel's okay at this point.
Yeah, as you saw in that play, Murray looked like he was going to get the interception, but he sort of just handed it off because he knew he wasn't going to get very far. He handed it off to Muhammad, who ran it back for the touchdown.
Looks like on the field, Nagel's more upset than anything as he walks off the field.
He is able to walk off, which is always a good thing to see.
Yeah, obviously incredible play by Kasir Muhammad. Able to track that and get through Middle Township's offensive line and get in for a pick six, and it's going to be a running clock now with 7:10 left to go. 30-0 pending the extra point. I see Thomas out there. I'll see what they want to do.
Running some Chiefs kind of formation here.
Handoff there. That was Antoine Rogers, and he's just stuffed.
Yeah, they tried running an end around there. Not really sure what that play call was, but it did not work.
Yeah, good stop by Davon Anderson for stopping the Temple commit. Rogers.
And now the score 38-0 with Middle Township now going to return the ball.
See. We got Tyler King now in as we still see Nagel on the Middle Township bench. All right, we got Salem Rams in the huddle for the second time tonight. We'll see what they want to do here. You got Thomas kicking again. Men in the backfield for Middle Township. You got Lazicki, Moore, and Tamaro. Thomas kicks it up. Has a little more arc than usual. Tamaro's going to let that get by him. He's at the 10-yard line. A lot of people on the field. Dog pile around the 23-yard line. Not much you can do there.
For the Panthers, up to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Middle Township.
Middle Township now, 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to get something going. They've been unable to do so all night, all day.
All right, we'll see what Buckus wants to do. They tried to play with Nagel twice. The one that he got injured on was when he was running, kind of a little outfield baseball style, catching the ball over his head. Didn't necessarily work either time. One resulting in just an incomplete and the other resulting in a pick 6. See what they want to do. We got Edwards now in motion. Handoff to Lazicki. He is just absolutely stuffed by the Rams defense.
Lazicki on the carry.
Yeah, I mean, he tries running up the middle, and the moment, I mean, it's like a brick wall. He gets right in front of him, and you don't even see a single inch of gain after he gets to the defensive line.
Yeah, you got Jeremiah Robinson knocking him down. 6'5", 315 pounds. So there's no way he was getting through him.
My goodness. Middle Township now 2nd and 11. 2nd and 12.
Buckus now hands off to Lazicki again. There's nothing you're able to do.
Lazicki has been a great back for him this year.
Oh, yeah.
14 carries, 78 yards, 1 touchdown all season so far going into this game. But, I mean, when the defense just gets straight to you, there's not really much you can do.
I mean, yeah, you got huge guys on this Rams defense. Like, you got Robinson, you've got Rogers, you got Hinchman, Barnes. Like, you've got Tranny. It's just like not able to get through them. You would as if it were another defense. Buckus now trying to find more. Aiden Edwards actually on that one. No good.
Yeah, Moore was getting pressed by the corner. Ran sort of a post route there. Did not work out for them, though.
So that was the same play we were actually talking about where he tries to throw it over in the first case with Nagel's head, the play that he got injured on. That was the same play that Edwards tried to complete right there.
Yeah, Edwards ran sort of an out route. Just floated it right over his hands. And that's going to be 4th and 10. Anderson back out the punt. Running clock, as we said. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
That punt's up. Robinson underneath it. He bobbles it a little bit. Cope is after him. Also Moore. Moore gets slipped up. He's going still. Robinson is going all the way, and he's in for a Rams touchdown. Caden Robinson.
There is a flag on the field, though. Let's see what they're going to get him for.
Could be a holding call on Salem.
It could be. That was what I was thinking.
Looked like I saw Gavin McGarry get held back a little bit. So we'll see what the call is on the field.
Penalty is against the Rams.
It's against the Rams. Yeah, so the penalty is going to be against the Rams.
I believe they said personal foul.
Okay.
So that's going to send them back quite far.
I mean, it was a good run by Robinson.
Okay, that was a great one by Robinson. able to get around the entire middle
So
special
personal foul
teams
against Salem.
and run
Ball
into the
will be
end zone.
spotted at the Rams' 48-yard line.
Yes.
Yeah, personal foul.
Yeah, that's going to be on the 48-yard line, so kind of not what Salem was hoping for right there.
Yeah, they could have gotten up to 44 points, but now they're going to have to just play a drive.
Honestly, I think with this, we're just going to see Thomas throw another bomb out, probably out to the right side. I think they're going to try to find Bergen again, as they did earlier in this game.
I mean, what I'm thinking is either something like that, or they're just going to run it. They're just
Yeah,
going to
that's
hand it
true.
off and take this game to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, so we got a minute 35 left in this third quarter. Middle Township and Salem both have 3 timeouts left. First down, 10 to go. You're right. Running play here. Kind of a little bit of scrabble on the field. That was Parsley.
Parsley in the backfield ran into the outside. Huge hit by Edwards. Rams into him. And that's going to give him 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, great run there by Parsley to the outside. Cope gets a little bit stiff arm there, but Edwards comes in and pops him.
Dog pile on the field.
Parsley once again with the carry.
See McGarity on the floor.
Gain of 3 on the
Yeah,
play.
McGarity gets the stop.
3rd down and
As long as
2.
John Kelly was also.
Yeah, John Kelly
there.
got the tackle. McGarity sort of got the stop, pushed it back a little bit, gave it to John Kelly, made it able for John Kelly to get the tackle there. And that's a great effort by this defense. 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers, or for the Rams.
Yeah, Thomas has done an excellent job this game of finding who he needs to find, and especially his running game, which honestly could be the best part about his game. Dog pile on the field, multiple Middle Township defenders on there. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be
Good
the
carry
end
on
of the
carry
third
for
quarter.
Salem, and up for the first down. That is
Switching
the
sides
end
now.
of the third quarter,
38-0 Rams
with Salem on top.
with
38-0.
Salem's ball.
That one was Troy Carey on that one. And we will be coming back into the fourth quarter again. I'm Nathan McMaster. Beside me, Ethan Lees. We'll be right back. Coming back into the fourth quarter, I'm Nathan McMaster. Beside me, Ethan Lees. We'll be switching up for the last time. I'm going to be color commentary. Ethan Lees is going to be play-by-play.
Yeah, Salem out there at the Middle Township 34-yard line. Thomas with the snap, hands it off to Carey. Carey up the middle, and that is going to be a solid game for them.
Carry the first down.
Yeah, good run by Carey. Back-to-back good runs by him. Still a running clock. 38-0. Second down. We're in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, beginning of 5 there. I'm going to bring it to 2nd and 5 for the Rams.
Yeah, Carey so far this season, 91 yards.
Thomas hands it to Carey there. He's going to get a first down and is piled up by the middle defense.
Another rush for Troy. Carey.
Obviously, this game, Carey's yardage going to skyrocket,
First down.
as well as almost everybody on this team.
First and 10 Rams.
Definitely.
Yeah, so as we said, running clock. We're down to 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in this football game.
Middle Township next 3 weeks. Upcoming week against Ocean City. Then after that, Absegami. And the weekend after that, Middle's homecoming game at home against St. Joe's. Carey now at quarterback. Or that's actually not Carey. That is Parsons at quarterback. The receiver. Ooh. Parsons runs into the referee on the sideline. Looks like sort of a wildcat formation. The wide receiver Parsons on the outside.
Yeah, we see Thomas on the bench. I'm going to guess for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I mean, at 38-0, you might as well put in your backup.
Yeah, the only thing you'd be doing is stat boosting.
And there's Ransom, and Ransom right up the middle. That's a touchdown for Salem, right up the gut. 44-0, pending the extra point for the Rams.
Yeah, that's going to be Ransom's second touchdown of the game. He scored a first touchdown in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that was a great carry there by him. You know, great blocking by the Salem offense. And Middle's defense just couldn't get it. I mean, and at the same time, Ransom has been amazing on these short yardage plays, these 2-3 yard carries, and he's able to pick it up there.
That's going to be blocked again for the third time in a row.
Yep. Extra point being blocked is going to put this game at 44-0 Rams.
Like I said, looking like the Eagles out there blocking extra points. All right, so Middle Township still keeping their starters in. We got Tamero, Moore, and Lazicki met in the back. And after that fumble in the first half of the game, they have Christian Cope in the middle center. They got Thomas kicking off again. We'll see if he stays in for quarterback or not when he comes back in. I presume not, but.
Yeah, 7 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Middle Township getting the ball back. Thomas back to kick. Then this Middle Township special teams looking to do something here. This Thomas's kick is away, and that's way up there. Good bounce in the end zone.
I think we saw his full power right there. I mean, at the start of the game, we didn't think he'd kick past the middle line, and now he's kicking it to the end zone. So
yeah, I mean, right in the middle there, you kind of expect. Looked like he was just trying to get an onside kick, like he did end up doing. After about a second kick, I believe his second kick of the game, they recovered that attempt. Now Middle Township back. This time at quarterback, Bakia subbed out for the freshman, Corey Gaskins. Gaskins back to pass. He tries throwing one to Caldwell, and it is incomplete.
yeah, that shot was deflected by Marshall Stevenson. Good block by the senior right there.
Yeah, with this running clock, now under 6 minutes left to play. Middle Township looking to just get a few yards play this game out.
All right, we got first down, 5 to go. Excuse me, second down, 5 to go.
Gaskin so far in the season only had 2 attempts, 1 completion for 4 yards. That was his 3rd pass attempt of the season. And now Lazicki to the outside. And Lazicki is wrapped up by the Salem defense.
For the Panthers. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10.
We got 5 minutes left in this football game. 44 to nothing.
And now referees blowing the play dead before it's even snapped.
See what they want to say. It looks like they're yelling at the Middle Township quarterback. Looks like they're sending him off the field, Corey Gaskin.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. And Bacchius, looks like they're throwing him back in the game.
Yeah, the Middle Township coaches look really upset right now, so.
They do. Bacchius back.
It's
And
going to be dropped.
the snap is fumbled. Bacchius looks to hand it off. He drops it.
Recovered by Salem.
And it is recovered. Recovered by number 14, Myron Barnes. And that's just a tough play for Middle Township. Looking to hand it off to...
At the Middle Township 15-yard line.
He was looking to hand it off to Greg Lazicki there. Just got snipped up. Wasn't able to complete it.
That was Jordan Smith there, number 2. Tried handing it off, did not work out.
Middle Township still keeping a handful of their starters in this game. Salem calls a timeout.
Salem calls a timeout with Parsons still out there at quarterback. Looks like Thomas is going to be able to take the rest of this game off. And now Parsons fumbles the snap, and he is thrown down. That is number 8, Tyler King, with his second sack of the season.
For loss for the Panthers.
Yeah, good play by Tyler King, just being on top of the Rams quarterback. Yeah, like I said, Middle Township's still keeping a majority of their starters in on the defensive game. We saw a little bit of the bench guys in the seconds come in.
Parsons with the snap. Hands it to number 15, Kaishan Long. Long to the outside. He cuts back in. Great hit there.
Long on the carry.
Yeah, good play by Long as well. I mean, he's just
And that
able
is
to...
number 12, Aiden Edwards with the hit.
He's just able to get through about 3 Middle Township defenders before he's finally taken down.
Brings up 3rd and long for Salem.
A minute 40 left on the clock. And Santiago gets the ball from Parsons, gets a couple of yards to about
Santiago on the carry for Salem.
the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it takes about 5 Middle Township defenders to get Santiago down. It's going to be 4th down.
Fourth and 9 here.
Yeah, we'll see what Kem Carr wants to do, the Rams head coach.
50 seconds left, setting Parsons back out onto the field for most likely one last play if this is incomplete, or if they don't convert here. Parsons puts the long in motion to the outside, who cuts it back in. Great tackle by McGarity there. And that's going to turn the ball over for Salem. Middle Township football.
Parsons on the carry, tackle made short.
Yeah, amazing hit there by Aiden Edwards as well to help McGarity get that tackle. When Edwards hit him, it kind of knocked him right into McGarity's hands and let him tackle him.
And with the clock winding down, zeros on the clock. Salem Rams take the victory 44-0 at Memorial Field. Middle Township next game at Ocean City on October 10th.
Leading scores for the Salem. Ransom with 2 touchdowns, Muhammad with 2, Carey with 1, and Bergen with 2. Again, I'm Nathan McMaster. Beside me, Ethan Lees. Everyone have a good rest of your day.